And I should be live. Let's go. I'm a bit late. I had to to feed 2 cats instead of 1. My friend's cat is staying over. So it took a while. Right, Tom? Don't eat my cables, bro. Don't fucking eat my cables, man. Alright, let's go. So we have a reading node. It's our favorites. Roland. My boy, the Chad. Everybody hates him, but I think he shined in chapter 13. Get down. Roland drags something over a steep slope. The sun shines upon his back. He puts his hand down and jumps off the slope, kicking up a dust cloud. Roland grabs the rope again and pulls it hard against the top of the slope. He's running around. Eek, it hurts. What are you doing? Who is this? On the other side of the rope, a large black figure is pulled over the slope and rolls on the ground. Its 4 legs slowly stretch out, helping its gigantic base and slim upper body to get up. It's Lamia. Hey, let me loose. I can hardly walk like this. Don't you want to explain first? Tell me why you wanted to run when you saw me. He probably thinks it's all over. Quite some time ago, way before Roland tosses Lamia onto the ruins. Roland only remembers himself struggling to crawl out the underground waterway, but he doesn't see the wasteland outside. There is only darkness. Roland is engulfed by endless darkness. I'll make the game louder. It feels gentle and comfortable, almost like amniotic fluid, just not that warm. Roland tries to turn his head, but it doesn't respond. The other parts of his body probably won't be any different. He finds himself imprisoned inside the gentle darkness. I can't make a sound. No, it's more like I can't feel my mouth. What happened to me? Feeling lost, Roland tries to stay calm in darkness. A voice appears from the dark, bringing back his memories. Is this your way of saying thank you? Take it as you will. How heartless. I have searched through the sewers. Are you still planning to look for Luna here? I have some unfinished business. In that case, good luck. Hasta luego. What happened after that? I can't remember anything else. Out of instinct, Roland tries to touch his own body to check out his condition. As always, his hands are unresponsive and he cannot feel anything. Damn it. What on earth happened after that? How long have I been like this? Roland feels a dull pain in his forehead, followed by an intense, acute sting that emerges in his mind. Hasta luego. Finally, Roland can no longer sense Alpha's footsteps. He leans on the wall behind as the broken spine could no longer support his upper body. The visual signals sent back to his mind only contain image noise. His eyes only see darkness. The visual module must be completely broken. The left arm has no response as expected, because it is long gone. Roland lost too much strength escaping the cavern after the red tide devoured it. Not to mention that he searched the entire underground waterway system when he realized Luna was lost. But his search wasn't completely fruitless, at least. Roland checks his frame again, only to find that most functions are either destroyed or forced to shut down, and those still running are not far from being completely broken. How terribly clumsy of me. I'm afraid this body won't be suitable for children to watch. All the random memories and thoughts make Roland's mind wander even further. Roland shakes his head, forcing himself to stay awake. I need to do something. At least fix this frame before I see Luna again. Roland stumbles forward as he leans on the wall of the waterway, trying to drag his broken body along. Good, at least I still can walk. Right, Roland, this isn't place for your final scene. Every step takes 10 times the effort to recover, but he continues to march out of the ruins. Step after step, he enters the endless darkness. Many illusions show up around him. then disappear in the next moment. Only the voices of them remain. Roland question mark. Yeah, we're getting Roland's backstory. Do you ever regret the choice you made? Or feel bitter about this miserable ending? There's nothing to regret or feel bitter about. I look like a mess, but things were going according to the plan, at least until just now. Right. At least you had a real moment in your fake life. Do you have the strength to execute your next plan? Do you still believe that your actions will matter? Look, you can't even stand. Why not call for help? You don't know when to shut up, do you? Roland knows what he said was true. He cannot even move a finger, but at least he feels a wind once again. Roland's senses are shut down one by one as he loses more vital fluid. He weakly rebukes the shadows as they mock him. Will constructs go to a cyber heaven after they die? Do robots dreams of electric sheep? I probably should go to hell though. It's no longer a place he doesn't mind going anytime though. As Roland's mind wanders away. Huh? What's that? Roland's mind is still dazed. He sees a vague light spot. The spot is gradually getting larger. It's moving toward Roland. Question mark. Roland is befuddled for a brief second, then he laughs. At least he thinks he is laughing. I heard of this near-death mind damage experience before, but it's another thing when it really happens to me. How funny. Gabriel would love to say this, but I never dreamed that angels would come pick me up one day. The light spot is still moving closer. It's very slow but unstoppable. Will there really be a heaven for me? Where's that little cat? The light gently fills Roland's vision. He closes his eyes. Roland hears many sounds, whooshing wind, rolling gravels, firewood crackling and flames, all of which finally enters his ears like dusty gears that starts to turn. Question mark. He opens his eyes again. It's a tent. Roland sees a piece of a shabby canvas on a few wooden sticks. It can hardly be called a tent. The canvas is pretty worn out, but doesn't have any big holes, only some small openings that let wind come in, making a sound. Roland is lying right underneath it. What? Roland can finally hear his own voice, a sign that he seems to be regaining control of his body. He tries to lift his right hand again. This time he succeeds. What is this? The structure looks nothing like his old hand. It still does what he wants it to do, but with a different look. Roland doubtfully tries to touch his right hand with his left hand, only to find his left hand also somewhat different. What happened to me? More confusion builds inside Roland as he sits up. He sees his chain, blade and gun, and he picks them up without hesitation. The familiar weapons feel just the same, calming him down slightly. Whoever it is, they don't seem to be hostile so far. Hostile? Bro, you got repaired. At least I can talk to them. He reaches out to lift the canvas. You're awake? Who is your new character? And look, the sprite once again is colored by someone else. This is a newer sprite. Roland sees a female sitting next to the campfire. Realizing Roland is awake, she slightly tilts her head toward his direction. A hood covers most of her face. He can only see a mysterious smile. Look at the difference in the drawings. He doesn't even have like how do you say it in English? Like the lines. The lines are not black, you know. I know in Romanian, but I forgot in English what to say. Are you the merciful one? You merciful? Oh, she is the merciful one. I've been making a lot of self-introductions recently. Alright, she's not new, we know. With most of her face concealed, the female seems slightly annoyed and chuckles. She thinks for a while. Right, that's how they call me. The merciful one gives a straightforward answer, still looking as calm as always. I know you. I have heard of this agent who gives one extra chance to whoever she seems deemed suitable, regardless of whether they are good or evil, friend or foe. As far as Roland knows, only one agent does this. Although the repairs she made were more like restructured. He slowly turns his wrist, checking every part of the body until he can confirm they are intact. Why did you save me? What's up, Ultra? What's up, Ultra? We're doing the weekly PGR sesh. I don't remember who it was, but they told me the extra, this is extra 5 hidden nodes are bad. Let's see. Are we doing, bro? Yeah, we're reading. How are you doing? The merciful one. Regardless of whether they are good or bad, people always remember their unfinished business when they are about to die. Some had things they wanted to do but couldn't. Some had incomplete research that was supposed to uncover the truth. Some wanted to make temporary peace eternal. As for me, sometimes I thought, what a beautiful day. These randomly picked herbs actually made good sweet tea. That Ras must have smelled the tea. It was a cute one. Yeah, reading, vomiting, don't worry, we're not doing as much reading as we used to. I'm back to HI3. Played the Helia arc yesterday. That game made me tear up. I didn't do it in a while, but I did it yesterday. So props to that guy. That game. I am doing reading too right now. I'm playing Limbun's Company. Yeah, I still did not check I don't know that game. As long as you're having fun, man. So why not give them another chance? Would you like some herbal tea? This is surprisingly sweet. The normal nodes of this extra chapter were fire, though. I really liked them. Is Limbus Company also like a visual novel thingy, like PGR? The merciful one poured a cup of tea from the container and passed it to Roland. It's not an order or an invitation, but somehow she can get others to do what she says. Roland takes the cup and frowns at its strange scent. But of all the kids I saved, you have the most special reaction. Sorry I'm late, I was busy trying to get Dante and nameplate against Mirror Virgil. Hello, Rojack. Hey, congrats on that. Nameplates, huh? They're that serious? Yeah, it is visually novelly. Because I know you are around. The merciful one. Giving a chance to whoever she deems suitable, regardless of whether they are good or evil, friend or foe. That search wasn't fruitless after all, for Roland saw that figure who walked through the darkness with ease. He heard the self-introduction she made to Alpha. Normal procedures couldn't heal his wounds. Even if he asked Alpha to stay, he wouldn't be saved. I asked for help, but I wasn't sure if you really would respond. Yes, I won the bet. Her eyes slightly widen with surprise, but she soon puts the gentle smile back on her face. You're a smart kid. Telling a lie without blinking takes some serious effort. I was the most famous actor during the late Golden Age after all. Also, he's also since the Golden Age, bro. Everybody is since the Golden Age. Ultra, it's been a while. Are you gonna start Limbus Company too? It's novel type. Me? We started to XKO with Sunbird, bro. We're back to fighting games. It's fire music, fire lore, fire. Haven't got it yet, but I hope so. The one game I'm looking forward in September is Silent Hill F. I really want to play that game. Roland, I was the most famous actor during the late Golden Age after all. Roland smiles and takes an exaggerated bow as if he is trying to prove his words. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful that you saved me. If my life ends here, the world would be a lot less interesting. That's true. And that really concerns me, especially for what I'm about to do. Is it for that white kid? White kid? I remember her. Luna is her name. She's lost, but the power she gave you is still around. He says it very casually, as if it doesn't matter at all. But Roland tenses up immediately after hearing Luna's name. He even feels his chain blade and gun heavier than usual. Have you peeked into my life, Agent? Alerted by Merciful One's words, Roland quietly clenches the trigger, but lets it go after thinking again. She saw it, didn't she? But what can I do? She and Luna are both agents, and both possess this power. And even after seeing everything, she is still not showing any hostility. That's not necessarily bad for Roland. Yeah, I did. Looks like you are still lost, just like those kids. Those kids, like all the Luna gang. I need to start Limbus again, but it's beyond hard to grind, honestly. Gameplay trash, gameplay is full of reading and not combat time, it's strategy type. It's so confusing, most players use auto fight. It's an RPG. Hate having to grind to get good story. Every hard node is basically a cliffhanger. Grinding hard now, I am grinding for the new char. So it's a gacha RPG light novel. The Golden Age was 20-ish years ago, so people being from it, it's not that weird. Yes, he doesn't look like 40 or 60 years old though. For real, Rod, I wanna see the lore, but if you wanna see the lore, you need to be endgame. Yeah, that game doesn't sound fun, bro. So, that's not a question to ask me, you should ask yourself. Question mark. So what are you going to do? The question is mine. I do not matter here. If you think I'm an interference or obstacle, feel free to leave. Or you can wait until the sun rises, then I will leave myself. I don't know if I can trust you. Oof. The Merciful One chuckles, as if she has heard something funny. So what? Roland realizes why she was chuckling. Yeah, so what? No matter what, she has given him a second chance. A third chance, actually. What? A third chance? He died twice? The Merciful One is the person who is most likely to help him at this moment. Even if he ends up getting nothing done, this is his only chance to ask. Roland feels like something in his heart has suddenly untangled, so he opens up. He talks about Luna, Alpha, and how the group of Ascendants ended up falling apart. The Merciful One only listens, taking sips of herbal tea every now and then. Story is good, I wanna see the end of it. They got you hooked, huh? She finally puts down the container after Roland finishes talking. It was empty long ago. I couldn't help it when the tea was so nice. Of course. Before Roland can realize, he has already unclenched his fists. The fierce, aggressive look disappears from his eyes. You know very well what you need to do next, don't you? Huh? Maybe you just purposely ignored your own feelings. I don't understand. And I can't help you to either. The Merciful One throws a few more wood chips in the fire. She looks around but cannot find any more. Where did that kid go? I asked her to pick up more firewood. I didn't know you also took in companions. I don't, but I just happened to be staying at the same place with her. She seemed to be walking a lot faster, so I asked her for a little favor. Oh, here she is. At least I don't have to start the fire again. After some rustling, Lamia shows up with a bundle of firewood behind her. Great, you're finally back. The story of Limbus is beyond good, like ridiculously good, but the gameplay leaves a lot to be desired. I believe you. That's how they get you, bro. That's how they get you. Good story. Lamia, I can only find so much. Why are you? Roland and Lamia look at each other, startled. The next moment, Lamia realizes what's going on and immediately turns back, trying to flee. Sit, Lamia. Running from others is very impolite. The merciful one's words stun Lamia, who docilely turns around and sits on her legs. Good girl. She then turns toward Roland. She was running away the moment she saw you. Do you know each other? I think so. Huh? What do you mean you think so? Didn't you just talk about her? You talked about your little group, but you forgot to mention Lamia to her? Is she your enemy? More like a comrade. Very interesting. Since you are comrades, it's better to talk than to fight. The merciful one picks up firewood from Lamia's bunch, then breaks it up and tosses it into the fire. Remember what I said? We were just staying in the same place by coincidence. I'll leave when the sun is up. I have said it many times. Are you still thinking about following me in the stealth mode? Surprisingly, Limbus' start is good, unlike PGR. They hired the story writers first, huh? Your camouflage can fool Babylonia and other ascendants, but not me. As Lamia falls silent, the rising sun begins to cast a rosy hue across the line of mountains, making a shadow under the tent slightly darker. Well, now the sun's up, I've gotta go. Since you know each other, I will leave it to you to fix your own problems. Can I ask one last question before you leave? Huh? Why do they call you the Merciful One? They gave me this name, yet you are asking me for the reason. I don't know. Actually, I have never thought about it. Have to ask them. The sun keeps rising, shining over the forest onto the dying embers of the campfire. The Merciful One has left. She didn't take the tent or anything with her. Perhaps this tent and campfire are just another thing she meets on her journey. Roland and Lamia stare at each other in silence. It's been a while since they last met, but the air is filled with tension. Roland remembers that Lamia has been on radio silence for a while during Ascendant operations. He starts to feel suspicious. While Lamia knows very well that Roland would question her for not showing up, she can never tell him what really happened. But what to do? Although Roland looks quite different from his old self, Lamia doesn't want to take the risk. He is still Roland, and she has seen what that Roland can do. No matter what, she can't afford to infuriate him, so... Lamia? Tell me, why did you run from me? And then she runs again. Have to click on hidden again. I guess the game wanted us to do the... Oh, we already did, that's right. We're safe. Yo, another reading node. God, I love these, bro. She eeks a lot for no reason in this hidden. Only in this hidden? She always eeks, man. When she's with her ascendant bodies, bro. She doesn't eek when she's against her enemies. So. Yeah, let me realign this. It doesn't bother the text. What happened to Lamia was a long story, but we need to go through it to explain why she ended up in the Merciful One's camp. Oh boy! Get your reading glasses on. So let's begin. Oh my god, this game, bro. This game knows what it's doing. What it's doing. Yo, Lee? No way. Like a lot more? Sheesh. This is what you're after, isn't it? Yo, remember Lee, guys? Remember Lee? I almost started to forget him. A gleaming white cube appears on Lee's fingertips. Huashu's key, given by Roland earlier. He hands Lucia the key before pointing his gun at Lamia. Guys with instincts are the worst. Can't let an Ascendant get a hold of it again. Ascendant? Pff, you really are pretty clueless, aren't you? What are you saying? I'll get nagged if I say another word. You're nowhere nearly as scary as that guy. Meant Vonnegut? Try as you may, I'll get what I want eventually, and this time you're not catching me. Lamia flicks her tongue out to taunt them before disappearing into thin air. Eek! If this road is destroyed, I'll have to wait at the end. Better not show up in front of them again, there is only one shot. Lamia was going to seize Huashu's key from the exhausted Babylonia members, but the explosion and collapses of the facility have brought unexpected changes to Lamia's plan. Because all hidden are now optional, the game no longer directs you to next node in them. No longer direct you to the next node. That's why it's going back to normal. I think it did it in the last chapter as well. Lamia managed to get the thing that he wanted, but she finds that if she doesn't run, she will be buried alive with the entire facility. Yeek, not again. Well then. Lamia gathers strength from all four legs, leaping toward the top of the ruins like a locust. Garg. A steel bar loses its hinge and swings down. Lamia is in mid-air and has nowhere to run. She is knocked sideways, slamming into the ruins on the opposite side. The impact pushes Lamia all the way to the other side of the ruins. Meanwhile, right underneath her, Roland sits at the bottom of a crater, watching the red tide pouring down from the broken pipes. Beside him lies the other ashen hetero creature, now completely lifeless. He picks up his broken left arm, trying to match it up with where it fractures from his shoulder, before putting it down disappointingly. It's over. It's all over. I'm the only one left. This group of ascendants, led by Luna, is facing inevitable destruction, Lamia believes. But she refuses to go down with it. She wants to survive. She will survive no matter what she has to do. Damn it, I won't die here. Yag. For the funnies, I'll make a yeek counter. Yeek counter 5. Alright. Should I do this every time she yeeks? Yeah. What did we miss? She forces herself up, clinging onto every single protrusion of the ruins, one step after another. Every step means she is closer to survival. Every step means she is moving further away from those people. But Lamia has to do it, because she must live on. She sees the sun outside. If I ever tell Roland that I watched Miss Luna disappear and watched him die without doing anything... No, it's too scary, he's going to kill me for sure. Remember the polyphage? It was a complete mess. I couldn't find you after that. Will he believe me? Will he? Whatever. I was lucky to survive it. You couldn't really do anything, even if you were there. Yeah, exactly. Safe. What happened after? Why were you in the camp of the Merciful One? You seemed like you wanted to follow her. That's because... After Lamia left, she completed the deal, but someone didn't seem to think this way. She has only been walking on the wasteland for a few days before finding out someone has been watching her. What's going on? I already changed my route many times, but I still feel like being watched and chased. Lamia has no choice but to give up hiding or staying. She departs once again, hoping to get rid of the pursuer. And then... Two shells fly past Lamia's both sides, kicking up a lot of dust from the ground. She looks back at their source and finally gets a vision of the chaser. It's a black figure rapidly approaching from the sky. You got that thing? Hand it over. But I already gave it away. Is that so? Guess I'll just take it off your corpse. Question marks? Before Lamia can explain, numerous missiles are launched from the chaser's giant wings, flying toward her. Kaboom. Kaboom. I have been chased ever since, could not find anywhere to take a break. Until I got near the Merciful One's camp, that black guy circled around and left. They might have some sort of agreement. Joestar? Hello Joestar, how are you, man? Doing some reading today. After that, I just saw you come out of her tent. Speaking of which, Roland, you look a lot different now. What happened? If you ask me, she saved me, probably. Saved you? I just taught myself a chance, taking advantage of her uninhibited and unpredictable nature. Even so, I took a great risk trying to set up an agent. Gotta be more careful in the future. Now there is a second chance. We must find Luna again. But where shall we go? That's a problem indeed. Even Roland doesn't have a clue. Such a rare sight. But if that's the case, why don't we split up? That way we will have a better chance. As long as I can leave Roland for a moment, I can get away. Actually, no. I am just as clueless as you are. We won't get anywhere if we split up. Both of us are equally worn out. Better not divide our strength even further. Before Roland says, "Are you planning to run away?" Lamia quickly replies, "Let's move together then." This little ascendant man. Lamia doesn't mind if Roland doubts her, as long as he doesn't become an enemy. If she is lucky, she may find enough chips for her next deal with Murray along the way. Oh, was it Murray? You had a deal with Murray? Not with Vonnegut? Damn, the politics in this game is hard, man. Guess we just have to move together for now. Instead of thinking where to go, Lamia would rather let those around her decide her direction. She can then focus on how to survive. This is what she has always been doing, so the decision isn't hard to make. Alright then. We might have lost the others, but I don't see any harm in two left behind sticking together. So Roland isn't eager to dig into Lamia's hesitating and capricious response. It's not the time to push her away yet. After all, she makes a great scapegoat and is an asset he can sacrifice anytime. Well, way to go, team. Speaking of which, how much do you know about the Merciful One? Why are you with her? I don't know either. It's just that I sensed a power from her, not quite like Miss Luna's, but very similar. So, you wanted to find a shelter, but she turned you down? Lamia nods. Ever after what happened to Shom, Roland had been investigating the Merciful One. Oh my god, remember Shom, guys? That was like months ago. But every piece of information about her was ambiguous, just like her mysterious smile and unpredictable action. She seems to be always alone, with no minions or friends. Roland cannot tell if she poses a threat to Luna as an agent. Not to mention that she did save his life. She gave him so much, but asked for nothing. Even when she learned that he was only using her, he wasn't upset at all. Whoever did this must be either a saint or a fool. Roland does not think she is a fool, but can hardly call her a saint. What is her purpose then? Either way, it's not something I should worry about right now. Perhaps she had a purpose, perhaps she didn't, but that's not important at this moment. After all, he would have died long ago without her. Let's take a rest and head out at daybreak. Um, he didn't ask any more questions. Am I safe for now? I can only keep going. There is no safe place. Lamia? I'll leave it to you to set up the guard, Lassie. Another one. Lamia wants to complain, but Roland has already lain back against the wall and entered hibernate mode. Lassie. Stick to the plan. Oh, like we don't know who these guys are, man. Understood. We always have to press. Oh my god, is it going to be like only reading today? It is a reading sesh, but come on, man. Many years ago, at the film set of the Mandhasti Real Park, Mandhasti? In the studio, a fictional father was teaching his fictional son how to use a rifle. This is the bolt, this is the safety, here is the magazine, and the trigger is here. Push the bolt to load a shiny slim bullet, unlock the safety, then pull the trigger. This is how humans fire a brass bullet. It has 2800 joules of kinetic energy, travels at 868 meters per second, and can take down most animals on the continent. The father told his son, "Life is great, but 300 Magnum is greater." Life is great, but 300 Magnum is greater because it can take away any life with ease. Bro, what a quote. What a quote, damn. Wow, it's a movie. It's just a movie, guys. It makes no difference whether that life is theirs or ours. We are just one of the many life forms. For some reason, Roland still remembers this scene that he once witnessed. But he only knew how to act back then. He didn't have any questions. The script was there. He only had to follow it to earn money, as well as a chance to live. Knowing Roland was an actor actually makes it only best for his character, to be honest. No wonder he's so hateful, man. Most actors IRL are not always like nice people. But lies could be easily proven wrong with some proper thinking. Does the power to take lives really make something great? It's nothing but an arrogant boast. To Roland, struggling for survival amidst a world that ignores the importance of life should be called great instead. That is the real world. He enjoys watching infected constructs beg for the mercy of the Ascension Network. Fragile flowers that shatter after breaking free from the greenhouse, but still struggling to maintain the last bit of consciousness. And the innocent white that was born from the scarlet virus. Those eyes had witnessed infinite despair. Still, she continued to venture toward her target. That white figure pulled him out of hell. The closer he approached her, the more he believed that she was the only truth he would ever seek. But he lost her. What if he never finds Luna again? What if everything gets loose and lost? Where can he go then? His values and purpose will all go down with the lighthouse. How will he be different from many years ago when he stood in the real park with despair? Shaken inside, Roland hears a well-timed chuckle from the darkness. I remember now, I almost forgot, like, Roland and Gabriel have this good... I forgot the term, but basically one of the oldest media this concept was used was Don Quixote. At least my teacher told me that, because I didn't read the book. Basically Don Quixote and El Sancho Panza or something, what's that the other guy called? I forgot, like, excuse me. They started like going on adventures together. And the switch that happened was like Don Quixote became more like El Sancho Panza and El Sancho Panza became more like Don Quixote. And if I remember correctly, in the first chapters, Roland was the guy that like did not give a shit, that much shit about Luna, and Gabriel was the guy that was like venerating her like a god because of the Ascension network. And in chapter 13 they did this switch where now Roland is like, oh, I need to find Luna, she's so great. And Gabriel said like, fuck Luna, she doesn't deserve to be an agent. So don't hate on Roland. I don't know, maybe his character will go downhill after this. Let me see. Hermano, you look confused. The young man in Roland's mind wears a clean and simple outfit. He is smiling, the smile of a normal young person. The smile looks taunting in contrast to Roland's gloomy face. You seem upset when I show up, but still, you picked me, not? Oops, is he not here? Which means, I see. The illusion disappears and shows up again in a look that Roland is more familiar with. What did you learn? You have an idea, a target, you have a mission, but you don't know how to complete it. Because nobody can give you a reply without being questioned by you. That's why I'm here. Erika. Yes, all you want, but what do you have to say? I know you don't want to see me, but rest assured, hermano, in this world anyone can leave you. But I won't, and I can't. This is my fate, and yours too, don't you think? Well, hermano, do you have any clue? Look, his sprite doesn't have the smirk that often anymore. Get it done, my body is yours for now. What? Your body? What sort of impression do you have of me, hermano? Some electronic ghosts may be able to hack into the mind of constructs through special frequencies and replace the host's memory with theirs. But all I can do is to stay with you and face you till the last moment. I don't come from outside, and I'm not another you either. I am just that more honest side of yours. I cannot interfere with your future. I can only bring up those things that you confront. Whether you like it or not, whatever you are going to do with them, they are want to face. Relax, hermano. I can see you are arguing back now. For now, just do what you feel like doing. You want to take action and... Roland's vision is interrupted by the rustling and crunching of gravel. I'm back, I guess. That's what I got for watching stream on work. How many X I missed? You missed like 5. Lamia changed the pose to make her legs more comfortable, but she is still hibernating. I don't think you need to keep such a watchful eye on her, because we used to get along a lot better. That doesn't mean I can't let my guard down, especially in this situation. Just look at me, hermano. Roland raises his right hand. He obeys his mind, but looks nothing like what he remembers. So what? You were never a coward. Has this new body changed you that much? What's wrong with that? I won't have another chance next time. I'm lucky to still be alive, so I must carefully think about how properly spend this second life. You would throw away even your own life, yet there you are, suddenly getting nervous over something given by others. Maybe you are right. Nah. If you want to be a coward, you should have been that way from the beginning. You know very well to be cautious about things you don't understand. So why would you rely on this new body that you aren't familiar with? This life may be given by the merciful one, but it's still yours. It's your choice, your consequence, your soul. Everything about it belongs to you. If you want to do stupid, look at you. So, oh, there you go. As a smirk. Come back, Roland. Roland's expression relaxes slightly and gives a chuckle. With his nerves loosened, he gazes around the place. It is, or used to be, a low-ceiling hut. Bomb shells destroyed one of the walls, as well as half of the southeastern pillar, making its roof slightly tilted. Still, the remaining structures are intact, making the room at least more comfortable than some random cave. Lamia would probably agree. She curls up like a cat, occupying a corner of the room. I love cats. Roland feels relieved. Can you stay a little longer? My presence is not determined by your words, but you will know when I show up or leave. Hermano. The illusion emphasizes the word hermano. Huh, you're right. Anyway, I sometimes have this feeling. Huh? Look at Lamia's body. She's a great fit for ruins, don't you think? Let's move when the sun comes back. Bro, don't be like that, bro. What the f... Meanwhile, the stars hang low in the night sky, sinking toward the world. Inside the ruins, one is already hibernating, the other has just begun to rest. No matter what thoughts they have, at least tonight, nothing else outside the ruins matters to them. On the other end of the ruins, dark shadows appear on the horizon one by one, wandering, crawling, walking. Let it begin. No one knows where they come from, no one knows what purpose they have. Everything is brewing in silence under the stars, waiting to blossom. Let's guess. Is it gonna be another reading node? I bet on yes. Yes, it is another reading node. Oh my, no mercy for the player. He said it again. Not again. After 7 o'clock. Let's take cover first. Roland and Lamia find a broken wall nearby that can cover both of them and hide in its shadow against the dawn light. This could be a gameplay segment. Just as Roland expected, a few corrupted show up behind their previous position. There aren't many of them, and they look just like ordinary wandering corrupted. A few hours ago, just after daybreak to be precise, Roland didn't have any idea yet, but he and Lamia decided to head out first, trying to follow the known clues. Roland wants to play a different kind of Uma Musume. Yeah, bro, don't be like that, Roland, please. Soon, strange wandering corrupted began to show up on their route every once in a while. They kept coming. Every time they ended up in Lamia and Roland's way, even in the areas where there was nothing to infest. Like every time in the past, the small number of corrupted do not pose any threat, but Roland feels something isn't quite right. He extends his hand, trying to control their leader to turn back. But nothing happens. What's going on? Is it because of this body or... Just a few wandering corrupted, can we just finish them off? So, don't you feel strange? This annoying corrupted just keep coming. They can always find us. We changed our route many times. They came back every time, even in the areas impossible for corrupted to exist. I thought we were just lost. Whoever is behind them, I have no idea what they want. Are they just testing us? Not necessarily. They should have sent stronger forces to test us. Maybe they just wanted to change our route, so they sent those corrupted in the hope that we would avoid them. Better ask Lamia to control them if they ever show up again. I can't let her know that I've lost control of the corrupted. Alright, let's kill them all. Roland still doesn't know why his opponent sent in these soulless weaklings, but he has no time to waste on them. Roland has a plan in mind. He rushes out from the broken wall along with the still clueless Lamia. This could have been a gameplay node. Bang. They wipe off the wandering corrupted in no time. Looking at their remains, Roland doesn't feel victorious at all. This is happening too often and too easy. This isn't right. What is it? What do they want from these meaningless attacks? Whether they want to get rid of us or make us leave, none of that is going to happen. And like humans, attrition warfare isn't going to work on ascendants. But if the opponent can control corrupted, they are probably no different. They are definitely aware that such a trivial attack is never going to pose any threat. If they send in all the corrupted together, they might at least have a chance. Which means they must be doing this on purpose for some reason. Bro, Roland changed, man. He's always serious and shit. The question is, what do they want? Interesting. Just what are you mumbling? Say something that I can understand. Perhaps Roland and Lamia are staying at the same place for too long. As Roland talks, more corrupted have appeared on the other side of the road, stumbling toward them. Have they come again? They must be coming from the exact same spot. I walked a large circle just to confirm this. Roland watches the corrupted as they march forward. He already knows what to do. Lamia, make them stop. Huh? Lamia wonders why Roland doesn't do it himself, but she follows his order anyway. But the corrupted aren't stopping. Actually, their action is not impacted at all. But with question mark. I knew it. Lamia's ascendant power cannot take control of the corrupted. That means the opponents possess similar abilities to control them, if not stronger. The only possible explanation is these things must represent some sort of information that the other party is trying to show us. Could it be just an outlier? How do you explain that Lamia and I... You seem to have... Maybe. Then what are you waiting for? I don't know of anything. Perhaps all I need is this line from you. You always have this problem. Disc. Well, let's just try to walk into their trap. A random scavenger or Babylonia guy. The easy Gabriel, but I don't think we can find him. Roland learned from the merciful one that Alpha survived the battle. Already dead. So we can those guys behind the ship. Are we really going after them? Actually, I think we are pretty lucky. They are already looking for us before we go after them. This corrupted can prove it. And I'm not going to let the chance slip. Alright. Lamia can only agree. Well then, let's trace these corrupted and find where they come from. Remember, Fortis Fortuna Iduvat. Yeah, we know that one. Roland and Lamia have been walking toward the corrupted's origin amidst ruin and wasteland. Corrupted have been appearing sporadically and at an increased frequency as they move forward. This makes Roland excited, at least the corrupted dispatched from the same place. So, what will happen next? Once again, there's someone walking in front, giving orders. Feels like the good old days. Hopefully this gives me a higher chance to survive. 16? That's a lot. Roland and Lamia keep walking for a while, but corrupted have stopped showing up. 500 meters, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer. The corrupted that always appear with fixed interval are now gone. What does it mean? Roland starts to wonder. Now that the corrupted are no longer showing up, they must have achieved something. Means Roland's thoughts are interrupted by the engine roar in the sky. In fact, he's expecting it. Is that it? Roland and Lamia follow the sound until it goes low in a particular direction. The Silent Hill. They continue heading in that direction and finally arrive at the destination after climbing over a couple of building ruins. I didn't play any Silent Hill, but I know there is a quote like that town, all roads lead to Silent Hill or something. They see a transport aircraft with Babylonia signs parked between the collapsed buildings. This is a Babylonia aircraft, right? Why is it there? Why is it here alone? Since it has come here alone, it is probably not carrying supplies or equipment, but they see three busy working figures at a crossing further away. Task force members on a mission. Well. What the hell are you two doing? Breaking the silence, Vera closes the holo projection on her terminal and turns to face her two teammates nearby. It's a door, why didn't you just open it? Oh, could it open? I didn't notice. Blah blah blah, Roger, the constructs, Babylonia task force. What are they doing here? Are they here for her? No, it can't be. Roland soon dispels the idea from his mind after thinking about that female. She doesn't look like the type of agent that would attract Babylonia's attention. Would it be us then? No, I don't think so. We haven't done anything. The last time we exposed ourselves, we were with her. Rationally, Roland knows he should stay away from the task force, as they have no conflicts of interest with him, especially when his main mission isn't going anywhere. We still don't know who attracts them. I mean, if I remember correctly, it was Vonnegut who lured them here. What do you think of this Sikh hidden so far? Roland changed, man. I don't think I like him being this serious. He had more charisma before. But the task force must be sent here for some reason. Maybe that is related to what he wants to know. There is no need for a direct engagement apart from someone. The rest probably won't even listen to me. But I should at least find out what they are up to. I'll tell you, I'm less bored with Roland's hidden nodes than the Strikehawk sausage party. I'ma tell you that. Roland is more interesting to follow than the Strikehawk. Lamia, time for you to shine. Go eavesdrop on them and find out what they are here for. Me? I can go stealth like you. Alright. Perhaps they transferred Murray to the Hellhounds, blah blah blah. And what? No, blah blah blah. That's improvement. I didn't like it. A mission is a mission, 21. If someone here doesn't like it, it sure hell is me. Fine, understood. Lamia continues to listen for a while, but the only useful information she gathers is that the Grey Raven commandant is involved in this mission. Once Lamia gets a hold of the approximate direction and distance of Cerberus's destination, she leaves them. Yo, shockingly bamboozled dog. Sup, boys. Sup, shockingly bamboozled dog. How are you, man? That's what seeing the light does to people, I guess. Seeing the light? What do you mean? Oh yeah, because he saw the light at the end of the MIND tunnel. Plus tomorrow in the morning, but I'm raw dogging it. Oh man, full rest, bro. They definitely have something to do here. I don't know if Ultra is still here, but Ultra was here, dog. You might have missed him. Better let Roland know. If I can get Roland to help me to go to that place. Guess I'll just have to move with him now. I see. Cerberus and the commandant of Grey Raven. From Roland's past experiences, there's nothing they have in common. Yet now they have come together. The strange combo gives Roland some weird thoughts. Are they here for Luna? Whatever they have discovered, this mission must be related to Luna. He also realizes why the corrupted are no longer showing up. Because they have already been guided to the right track. Interesting. Whoever is behind all this, it's worth investigating. This opportunity is presented to him when he almost loses his direction. It's almost too good to be true, like a blatant trap. But Roland never fears traps, he is used to them. He looks forward to where it will take him. The only problem is speed difference. Eh? Both constructs and ascendants can walk long distances without getting tired, but they are all based on the human body. Lamia can travel a lot faster, but Roland doesn't trust her. Oh my god, is he gonna ride her, bro? Yo dog, it's been a while. As a teacher I should tell you to study, but you're not my student, so go at it. Damn, Rod, why? You're a teacher and you work on Sunday and Saturdays, bro? I never ask what your job is. Holy shit, bro, no way you're a teacher, man. You're capping. In that case, don't ride her, man. Half an hour later. This is too heavy. I am so tired. I need a break. If we keep going at this speed, we can arrive 2 hours earlier than Babylonia. That's a win-win for both of us. In what way is this a win-win? Iraq! Even with a rein on her waist. Even with the rein on her waist, Lamia manages to jump over a rock with incredible dexterity. I'm glad this is not animated. Know the good part about your imagination? You can shut it off. But the old cart she's pulling isn't so lucky. She reins a cart, bro? It bounces high above the ground and lands again, along with Roland, who is sitting inside. Watch out, Lamia, I can find another one if these things breaks apart. Then don't make me pull it. Peak reading channel, hello Renegade. How are you, man? We're reading and we're using Nice Nature's voice acting every time Lamia says eek. We also have the counter. Do you beat your students? I don't think that. I have 3 to 4 jobs, so it do be like 3 to 4 jobs. And you still have time to listen to me reading this peak gacha game? Nothing is funnier than 21. Meanwhile, time for your regular report. Situation normal, maintaining cruising surveillance. Altitude 6,500 meters. This is the best height for this body. I missed the target, but got to fly a little longer. But Loki doesn't like wings. I can never understand. Stop tracking irrelevant targets. I just wanted to let Loki have some fun. Plus, she was also one of the high-value targets that Mr. mentioned. She claimed she no longer had the thing, but I didn't believe her. Loki? Okay. Stick to the plan. Stay focused. Your mind is easily affected by other things. Understood. Yes, sir. Me when I tune in during job hours. Yes, I do have time, no worries. I mean, hey, thanks. How goes the Gemini Cup? I didn't play Umamusu today. I did not qualify for your gameplay note. I did not qualify to A. Oh, this shit uses serum, bro. That should be illegal. Arthur. Lucia? Well, I guess we're gonna play a special unit. Roland and Lamia walk past a sign with "Welcome Home" and a few unrecognizable letters. The town is surrounded by forest with borders that resemble the texture of black velvet. I'm in final round in B, Lamawa. Yeah, I'm in B too. I guess if you don't qualify, you just stick to B, so probably I'm final round too. The morning dew soaks the air, wetting Roland and Lamia's artificial skin through leaves. The sensors send a chilling signal to Roland's mind. Golshi is my goat. I have Golshi, Mayano, and Special Week. And to be honest, my Golshi was good in Taurus. She never won anything in Gemini. It was all Special Week and Mayano. Roland is trying to get that Pioi. He will play Lamia babies with his life on the. He will play Lamia babies, bro. He was using her as a horse, man. Roland mirror CG really reminds me of that one pic about a nerd looking at his wolf self. I think that the Chad Roland is the mirror Roland. Like the old one was Chad. I like him more. Like sarcastic Roland is better than this serious Roland. I don't know why. Maybe it's because his sprite doesn't have the smirk all the time. I failed the Gemini Cup because I qualified to A, so I couldn't win even once. And meta is to not qualify. I don't know. I just wanna do. I'm still sparking for that 9-speed spark course, and it's not going pretty well. So I guess I just got tired of grinding. So I'm not playing that game that much anymore. I'm doing like 1 career per day, maybe even less. The moment he comes close to the town, he feels a familiar pulse. The power given to him by agents is still inside his body. He immediately understands something. Luna has been here, indeed, has been here. Where is this? An interesting place. We may be able to find all the answers here, but it can also be just a trap. Roland walks forward without telling Lamia all the truth. He definitely misses Luna. Yeah, he does. He's down. Like I said it before, probably no one was here, but I really like the switch the Gabriel and the Roland had, because before chapter 13, Roland was more of a rebel type. He's like, I'm not gonna listen to what Luna said. Luna is just a kid, you know. She's not that big. But Gabriel was venerating her, and in chapter 13 they switched, and Roland suddenly became like closest friend to Luna, and Gabriel said like, fuck Luna, she doesn't deserve to be like an agent anymore, she failed us all, I'm gonna kill her and stuff. That's a really cool switch. But now after his frame is completely ruined, he became all serious. It's like, oh my god, Lady Luna, I need to find you, man. You are so good. There are no signs of other ascendants, which is understandable. Without solid evidence, this place is just a residue of the past. Roland snaps his fingers, spinning his gun with the other hand. He abruptly stops it, then loads up the bullets. What's wrong? It's too quiet. This place can't be so peaceful. During the Golden Age, machines with artificial intelligence were widely used. In places like this, where human communities used to live, no matter how much they resisted the convenience of machines, there has got to be some machines around here for public use. But it's too quiet right now. It's unlikely that the scavengers got rid of the corrupted here. A place too quiet must be abnormal. An abnormal place is where we can expect enemies. Just like Roland said, black figures begin to appear from the ruins around the town, one after another. Crawling, walking, they stumble toward 2 of them. Seems we still have some extra work to do before we can search the town uninterrupted. How pathetic. You look like abandoned toys. They left you behind in collapsed buildings, then use you whenever they need to. Where are your parents? Do you remember the looks on their face when they threw you away? Have you ever seen those people who control you from behind the scene? Do you recall their faces? The corrupted only reply with silence, but they never stop moving. I thought so. You are but empty shells. I shouldn't have tried to talk to you in the first place. But if whoever thinks you scrubs can stop us, go to the town, Lamia. I'll engage them. This place needs some cleaning. I will remove these clowns. Understood. Roland holds the shotgun under his chain blade, getting ready to shoot. Lamia leaps on the walls of nearby buildings and climbs up with inhuman dexterity. The corrupted want to go after her, but Roland fires the moment they jump onto the wall. Roland trauma dumping again? Again? When... I mean, he's just mocking them. I wouldn't call this trauma dumping, man. Come on, man. He's trying to be sarcastic, man. He's an actor. Never forget that. I said before, but stating that Roland was actor during the Golden Age only benefits his character, I think. Actors usually are like that, like Roland, personality-wise. Hey, I'm still here. How rude of you to ignore your guest. Bad kids will be punished by their parents. Sorry, I forgot that yours are long gone. Too bad then, I'll have to do the work for them. Even though you have no souls, you need to learn manners. Manners? You call these manners? How is this not? These soulless things still walk the earth. My courtesy is to return them to the dust. He raises both weapons, then charges toward the very first corrupted. Interlude, bro? I was referencing his interlude. I don't even remember what happened in his interlude. We haven't done it yet. Well, good job, dog. But hey, who cares? Like every easily battle in the past, Roland tears the corrupted apart in no time. Over time, he also becomes more familiar with his new body. The path into the town is... This is not the gameplay part? The path into the town is now open. It's after chapter 16, then it's gonna be a while. But Roland isn't going forward, he just stands still. IA? Hey, meow to you too, IA. What is it? Never mind, let's go. Lamia, you there? Yeah. I'll enter the town from the lower path to see if they left us something. Can you take care of the upper route? Okay. Roland walks deeper into the town as if Lamia did not just hesitate momentarily. Okay. Yeah, I changed the loading screen. Silent Hill. They didn't have the construct for Roland yet at this time? Isn't this the construct you can pull? Ah, I knew it. I'm using Honkai move buttons. Bam. Finish my PC and drown in steep building in NMS. Yes, he's a uniframe here, an uniframe. This Roland is not a playable construct, so it's not the frame we can pull, right? That's why Lucia was at the character select. It works, probably. When's the last time you guys used the phone booth? Go back, you can get what you want. All of this, maybe just a tease from my superior. From Luna. You can see it by warps. Do 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 do. After all, they are monsters without heart. Ow, 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 ow. Bang, bang, bang. There's no music here. I don't know any Matrix exit now. We are doomed. I guess no more comms. I guess no. Perhaps they meant they wanted a combo there. Oh, he's doing multiple projectiles. Kaboom. Nice combo. And how this Roland plays a lot, the uniframe is 100 times better, and it makes sense. Story-wise, since he got a new body, I'd expect this is the time when he got his uniframe banner. I guess not. Bitch. Where? You. Yo, he's gonna sucker punch us? Ugh! Son of a bitch! Oh, he attacked it by himself. That's the case. Bro, he drugged you. Even more. How annoying. If that's the case, let me leave some obstacles behind. Oh, so this is what happened. Bro, there's no music. So that's why the barrels were here, guys. You see? Alright, as long as the contact fuse is set. That's why the barrels were here. 2 chapters till his new uniframe. Wait, that's an ambulance. 2 chapters is a very, very, very long time ahead. Roland hears the sound of rubbing mechanical joints. He knows the uninvited guests have also arrived. Probably should leave. Maybe not. What? Do you still want to look at the task force guys up close? You got it. They deserve some special treatment. Whatever. The previous occupants left some dynamite to blow up the building when there was a need. Roland puts the dynamite container at a place he deems appropriate, but has to hide away after hearing the rustling sound of some stepping on grass. Even 1 if he will not count current 1. All the spooky stuff was Roland doing his Silent Hill roleplay? Yeah. Soon their constructs appear in his vision. Cerberus. I mean, I guess he didn't do the visions number 21 was seeing. He couldn't do that. They came later than I expected. I didn't expect you to find me, honestly. I thought I only had to avoid the Strike Hawk. That crazy battle style of yours, perhaps you will be better fit here than in Babylonia. Ever thought about contracting the punishing virus? I like this Roland more, way cooler. I like this old Roland more, so far. You seem to have good impression on them. Why don't you invite them now? I'm very keen, but I don't need them right now. I have more important things to do. After confirming the identity of his guests, Roland leaves the place. Yeah, that's when they saw him, I guess. Speaking of which, why do you trust Lamia so much? And what can I do if I don't? Leave her alone? The worst she can do is to run, but if I force her to move with me, when she has different thoughts in mind, then the illusion makes an I knew it smile. Fine, you win this time. Roland finding his Mary Luna. Is Luna Mary Sue? If Luna was a Mary Sue, she wouldn't suffer that much in chapter 13. Roland stays a little longer to watch, then turns away. In my head canon, Roland is Luna's simp. Well, that's the funny part. All you guys were saying he's the biggest simp, and I'll repeat it once again. They did a very good switch of characters with Roland and Gabriel, because Roland was the one who didn't about Luna and about what Luna is doing. He was just living in a society. The Gabriel was one venerating Luna, and in chapter 13 they switched. Now Roland, like, quote on air quotes, simps for Luna, and Gabriel like wants to kill her, like doesn't want to have anything with her because he thinks she betrayed the network. I don't, like, my only guess is Roland's character will go only worse after this, since everybody hates on him. Like, I don't understand why. Also, I guess I will ship Lee and Liv. Roland is James, Lee is Mary. Oh, you mean Silent Hill reference. I thought Mary Sue. Silent Hill, yeah. I get it now. I mean, bro, I hope none of you gonna have your Mary if you played the game. He's not a simping story, he's just a very royal friend to Luna. I like that dynamic. Yeah, he didn't used to be. Like, this is, I'm witnessing now the big change. He didn't used to be a big friend of Luna. Suddenly changed. Will explain second bottom of my long text thing coming, bro. Lamia climbs onto a roof. She hears the never-ending gunshots and begins to question herself. He's actually the only simp in the history. And what do I do now? The idea of running away has somehow made its way back. Perhaps she still fears Roland. But Lamia has a vague feeling that if she walks away from Roland one more time, they will never meet each other again. Why isn't this what I want? Why isn't this what I want? Why would I feel a little pity to leave him? Lamia starts to hesitate. She remembers the thing that keeps bothering her. Like, I don't remember which one of you said like this secret node is garbage. It's all reading Ascendant's like story in hidden nodes is always interesting. I'd say it's more interesting than the main trio, bro. At least some chemistry is going on with these baddies. Rojak, I am the only simp in history. No, Rojak, you deserved yourself another one, bro. Here, take it. Wear it with pride. You are not in PGR history as a simp. Well, that's not what the chat says. I told you that. Lamia starts to hesitate. She remembers the thing that keeps bothering her. Living is of course the easier option, but if she can guide Roland to that place during his search for Luna, because he is Roland, so he can always get things done, whether it is for Miss Luna or Lamia. Ooh, she has the MacGuffin. You love Luna as a commandant, she will answer your love. Bro, she's too young, bro. Lamia, police should answer to your loving Luna and send you to jail. Lamia pursues her lips without realizing. Soon she makes her decision. I have to do this. She can run away anytime, but this is her only chance to get a powerful helper. Lamia once tried to seek help from the Merciful One, and it did not end well. Roland may be her last chance of getting that thing done. Lamia pulls her mind back from the surrounding forest, then leaps briskly into the town. He's not a quitter. Roland walks in the deserted town. The scenes make him somewhat uncomfortable. Retro-styled streets, house made from stones, paved roads surface with trails pressed by anti-slip plates on carriage wheels. Roland feels uncomfortable. Are you, by the way, since more of you are here, which one of you is excited for Silent Hill F, man? I am that excited, I refuse to watch like any further trailers or gameplay videos from Konami, bro. I just wanna try it raw. I just wanna play the game raw. What if all these traces were only added half an hour ago by the props team? What if the corrupted weren't infected by the punishing virus, but an AI mechanoid specifically designed for this scene? Roland just cannot stop thinking about these possibilities. Luna once made him believe in reality, but he's not here. You don't look very good. Look at me, hermano. What do you see? Oh my god, he is living in a society. Young? Okay, too young to clank and well-aged enough for genocide attempts? I see. Hey, kids are the most... are the cruelest. Kids are very cruel. Very cruel. That's why you should keep them in check always. Don't care about Silent Hill then. Not really. My faith in Konami is non-existent. I don't trust this company. Wasn't Silent Hill 2 remake like really good? I don't know about Metal Gear Delta, but I heard only bad things about like the technical part of that game. I guess you can break the game because it has a good story. It's very strange how they managed to do the Silent Hill 2 good. Like, I think the game runs good. And how did they fuck up Metal Gear? That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I just hope game's gonna run good. From the little gameplay I saw, I think the game's gonna be fire. Silent Hill F, I mean. A monster, a carp, a corpse, a weakling, a lost lamb. You're probably not going to like what I'm about to say. I didn't get you here to say things that I can accept with pleasure. Have I become so twisted that I must pretend in front of myself? What about you? Are you still going to act fragile and weak? Say it. Can't you live without finding yourself a master? Do you have to let others hand the answer to you, even when you can't find the answer yourself? You aren't that kind of person. At least you shouldn't be after leaving the Manhasty Real Park. You never change. Always looking for a lighthouse, a thing that can support you to continue forward. You are always seeking a purpose, but you never really think about it. After all these years, you and I both know who you are. You are not that kind of person. I suggest you find a mirror and take a good look at yourself. If we really can find one in this dull place. Valics is in touch with his inner child when he plays a fighting game? Hell yeah, bro. Maybe I am not a Silent Hill fan, kinda not my type of game. Yeah, we got that. I mean, nothing wrong with that. What will I see in the mirror? You guess. You take your time, I'm not in the mood for that. Roland impales the remains of a corrupted into the wall. Some electronic structures within the remains are pressed and squeezed together by Roland's thrust, causing the body to tremble again, probably due to short circuits. Probably not. Who knows? But Roland had seen it too many times, in his brief previous life or in the Manhasty Real Park. Exaggerated hits, carefully designed and trained poses, and twisted fake deaths that were purposely acted in front of the protagonist. They are still alive physically or mechanically. They will show up in the next scene and may portray a different way of death, but the deaths of the characters they are playing have been decided. They are destined to die, so they cannot choose to live. The only option to embrace a death that looks as real as a performance. The mechanoid remains stuck in the wall are truthful in their performance. Roland's eyelid keeps twitching. Yeah, bro, he's going crazy. This whole deja vu experience feels like a cycle of destiny. It's all too fucking absurd. Every swing of Roland's chain blade seems pointless. They aren't going to stop for fear. The death of their kin isn't going to make them any crazier. It's all but part of a meaningless cycle. This entire mess only leaves behind chaos. Even the victor will not feel like he has accomplished anything. How absurd. Had many opponents ever felt this way? Had my opponents ever felt this way? Why bother? Sometimes I'm watching story vids. Silent Hill is good, but I know at least two similar things to play. I avoid horror games with jump scares because if I'm gonna be scared, I want it to be done the right way with chills and horrifying stuff. Isn't that what Silent Hill is all about, Rojak? Like, Resident Evil is about the jump scares. Alan Wake is also like more like thriller horror than like jump scary thing. I still didn't play Alan Wake 2, I don't know. Like, there's just no time. So many games I want to play and just no time. Yeah, Alan Wake and Resident Evil, I mean. Yeah, Resident Evil is coming like in the winter, right? I still didn't play 8. Even though it hits home, it's basically, bro, a Moldovan village. Through the remains and ruins, he walks into the group of buildings. You look a lot better now. We still have things to do. So we're done here. What's next? Roland doesn't answer his question, but looks at the streets ahead. I don't need to worry about that, our opponent has already prepared the red carpet. I'm talking about Silent Hill, but other games? I'm a Phasmophobia fan, immune to jump scare in some degree, 93%. That name sounds familiar. Is that like a co-op slop? Phasmophobia? I think I heard that name like a very long time ago. Not talking? I'm not talking about Silent Hill but other games? Yeah, but you still like not interested in F. Damn, I expected more people to be like interested. I don't know. Am I special? Roland looks into the distance. On a filthy wall, someone wrote "Come this way" with red paint. Question mark. Whoever wrote this, I have no idea what they were thinking, but at least I get the message. Everything about it looks like a trap. Indeed. Roland knows an unknown trap awaits him, but he doesn't have a chance. He can only put himself at stake, betting for a 1 in a million chance. Co-op thing, yeah. You have already missed 2 scheduled communications. My memory control threshold is within the expected value. Oh, we already know it's Voodoo. They were hiding his name before. Them name. Doesn't sound like that to me. No, yeah, very interesting. That girl has same mind fluctuation. Similar stability impairment. Interesting. Very interesting. Loki. Oh, Cinderelic. Mr. sent you here. What a rare sight. I'm fighting for control. Loki, don't you ever dream of controlling me? Of course, mission, but can we invite more guests just to play together? Okay. Just don't let it interfere with your top priority. Cinderelic turns off the comms and lets out a little sigh. Miss Voodoo and Miss Loki, if they can stay forever together like this, I'll be... Miss? They're both Miss? Aren't they them? I'm interested in just have little expectations with Konami, that's all. Hey, going with little expectation is the right attitude. I'll say it. For 1.5 hours. It's only 42%. I need a break. I'll go get me some water. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Break. We're talking about horror games. Have any of you played the White Chamber back in the day? Never heard of it. I missed too much games from this franchise, so I'm neutral almost. Silent Hill F is gonna be my first Silent Hill, by the way. Alright, I'll be right back. And I think it's a good entry point because it has like nothing to do with the other games. After that, I'll try Silent Hill 2. Alright, I'm back. Don't care because it will not be available in my country. Can be excited to play nothing. The White Chamber is free, last I checked. Because all GP publishers banned RU region in all stores. Not Namco. Namco didn't. At least not Tekken. Alright, another reading node. I'm not sure. Maybe it's gonna be the last reading node for today. I wanna go play some 2XKO, man. Roland walks through the town, following the clumsy but straightforward messages left by the unknown opponents. They seem to have realized that Roland cannot be stopped by the trivial attempts, apart from the occasional few that quickly vanished in sight. Roland no longer sees any corrupted in front of him. Roland silently walks on the street, following the awkwardly painted graffiti and directions. The stone-paved road is still wet from previous spring showers. His metal heels knock on the stone, leaving echoes in the ruins. Until he sees a white figure walking to a deserted but mostly undamaged mansion located deep inside the town. He has stopped in front of the mansion and seems to be waiting for Roland. They choose here of all the places. They really know it. He knows it? It cannot be wrong. This is Luna's. How do you know? That being said, she only lives here while she was still a human. She left this place at a very young age. Still, Roland is reassured that the opponents aren't simply hunting for him. They know very well what this place is all about. Whatever awaits me inside, I must check it out. Roland quietly walks to the white figure, who is waiting outside the door. Where banned on Swift can't purchase anything? Well, I mean, you know. Corrupted construct. 3 dots. Roland walks to the white figure and realizes it is a corrupted. Oh, that's not 21? It just stands still without giving further information. Disk, you got me here and stopped working. With one gentle poke, the corrupted joints... Oh, I guess it's a med bot. Joints lose all strength and it collapses to the ground. Time to find out what they want me here for. What they want me here for. Damn it, they just keep coming. To sell the 7 Cs, then no one will judge you for that? Yeah, that's a good point. Question mark. Roland is observing the mansion and trying to find a relatively peaceful way inside, but the street next to him suddenly gets noisy. Soon a large shadow rushes out with a few corrupted clinging to it. Screams. There are too many of them. Roland, get them off me! It's not surprising that Lamia isn't good at close-quarter combat, considering her significantly disproportional body. I'll ask her after the fight. Roland sighs and runs toward them. You, safe. I would expect you to be more cautious. Another one. Didn't you summon those corrupted here? Why do they keep attacking me? Question mark. Seeing Roland is confused, Lamia doesn't want to talk about it further. She quickly speaks again. I saw them. The task force we saw earlier, one of them was heading here. 21. Not long ago. Lamia enters the town from the upper route using the forest as a cover. Alright, let me take a look from above. Come on, I checked. It might look scrappy, but the frame is still intact, and the engine still works. It's the task force earlier. Unless I get to drive, I'll never sit inside a vehicle with you behind the wheel. Do you understand me? Fine, I'm not as petty as you. I trust your driving skill. It can't be as terrible as 21's, can it? Vera pulls the door open, sits in the driver's seat, blah blah blah, Commandant, enjoy, and blah blah blah. The police car speeds away. Lamia watches the remaining task force members walk towards Roland's direction. Two drove away, and the last one is heading to Roland. I need to tell him what happened. Lamia eagerly tries to contact Roland, but a jitter bomb quietly crawls to the roof next to her feet. Turn back time. Turn back time? Turn back time. As one wise dude from Ice Age said, I was born in this hole, I will die in this hole. Come on, man. Don't be so pessimistic. Gotta be a way. Lamia hears the whisper, and then notices the uninvited guest below. Another one. Is this a... exclamation mark. The jitter bomb fiercely explodes under Lamia, destroying the roof structure. Lamia loses her support and tumbles down the building. Cerberus is so funny to read, yeah, but I'm not gonna reread what I read last week. Landing right into a group of gathering corrupted constructs. Surrounded, surrounded by corrupted, Lamia tries to control them to move aside. She extends her invisible antenna. Not moving at all. Are they controlled by another ascendant? Is it Roland? If it's him... Lamia tries to pull the corrupted constructs out of her path, but just when her hand touches one of them, all the corrupted immediately turn to her. Exclamation mark. Another one. Pretty realistic. Moving will not solve anything. Yeah, with that attitude it won't. Now this is getting more interesting. Roland is slightly anxious but excited after learning the news from Lamia. I don't know why, but everybody wants to lay their hands on this place. I need to endure. Once all parties have arrived, then it will be my time to shine. Before that, I'll leave the stage to you. Go, Lamia. But with question mark. Find yourself a VIP seat, so you can watch the entire show and decide when to join. What about you? I need to familiarize myself with the setting before they arrive. How do you know that they will come? By instinct, or... They must have a reason to let us see the task force and make me come here. But only you and I get to decide when to move on to the next episode. This is the only way to confirm what I seek is real, not just my illusions. And cause it's banned. Well, IA, well. Not gonna comment on those. This node was pretty short. 50%, damn. This feels longer than the normal ones. I think I also finished the normal ones in 2 sittings, but I think this is enough for today. I didn't play 2XKO yesterday at all, so I do wanna go mash some buttons with my friend. Maybe learn some new combos. So yeah, that's it. It's pretty good. I got bait. I thought I would hate on this hidden node, but it's pretty nice so far. Anything I can click? Oh, my cats are fighting. Hey, no fight, boys. No fight. I gave you food, both of you. Got my friend's cat as well. What's this? When's the merging patch? This. Oh, it's this. Can't wait for chapter 16 next one. I mean, we will have to finish the hidden nodes anyway. Good thing we already did the 21's interlude. It was pretty good. Or I'm not interested in doing these. I'll put on the diaper. This will heal Lamia's OST double time, and you will experience some redhead things. I'm pretty sure next time is still gonna be like the hidden node. It's gonna be next time, chapter 16. Good thing I have you guys to guide me like in the correct way of experiencing this story. I think I said it before, but without all of you I would definitely like not bother with this game. Story wise, as like the story is too confusing. But anyway, this is all for today. I'm gonna leave my heart out in the comments as always, and will do my best to stream next time on Tuesday, sticking to the schedule. All right, bye bye everybody. Oh no, my desktop. I will never learn. To chapter 17, it will be easy to navigate. Damn, 17 chapters. Can you believe that, guys? Well, alright. Remember, resting is productive, and have a good one. See you all next time. Bye bye. Main chapters are main, others are about characters. Well, we'll see. Bye bye.